It is finally time to get Red Star on water. In this video, I'm going to discuss preparation and how you can do a custom loop, get things dialed in and ready before you start taking off your air coolers for both your CPU and your GPU. We're going to get everything primed and ready so that when we are able to make that switch, the last components that are going to go in, CPU and the GPU covers, that these guys are ready, slide in, and everything will go nice and smooth. At least, that's what I hope. I am the Graying Tech, a gaming insider. If you would like to learn how to improve your gaming performance, start now by clicking that subscribe button. When it comes to preparing your loop, the routing and figuring out how everything is going to fit together is very important. But first thing you actually have to do is prepare. Once you have everything figured out, you're going to want to clean your radiators and you're going to want to prepare the actual tubes themselves for the process of adding the water. And you will want a pressure tester, something like this from EK, if you are going to be doing this, say, more than once. This right here will allow you to have confidence in your loop before you add any liquid to the system, potentially saving you the heartache of damaging your components. And these are the first two things that I am going to do with Project Red Star. I'm going to get these radiators prepped. We're going to dive into how to do that right now. Now, I did a previous video already covering my Primochill products that are going into Red Star, and I did talk through pretty extensively what these chemicals are for. In this instance, we're using Rad Clean. We are going to use 1/4 of this bottle and we are going to mix it with 16 fluid ounces of distilled water. Don't want to use tap water or anything alkaline based or any of the other things that are out there when it comes to fancy water. You want distilled water because basically the minerals that are inside of water naturally have been removed through the process of distilling it down. We don't want to add anything into the radiators. We're actually trying to remove it, and that's where this chemical actually comes in. We're going to mix 1/4 of this with this 16-ounce jug. We're going to use the funnel itself, pour it inside of here, and then slosh and move it around and twist and turn, and then lay it flat. You want to lay it flat, let the product do its job, let it sit for an hour. Then you're going to flush it with clean distilled water to remove all of the particulates that could be inside of the radiator. That's exactly what we are trying to do, is just give it one final good cleaning before we install the actual loop itself. There we go. That is about 1/4. Now it will tell you on the instructions, this is a serious eye irritant, so don't go and touch your fingers to your eyes after you handle it, even just that little bit. I'm going to cap this and we're going to shake it and get it ready to go inside. There you go. It is nice, shaken, and we are ready to pour in. That is where this funnel comes in. So we're going to use the slimline radiator here. I've already capped one side, as you can see. We're going to use the other side to pour in, and then I have another cap that I'm going to be placing on top, and then we'll start the actual shaking process. Now, do try to be careful. This is a chemical solution now at this point. Don't want to slosh too much around. You just want to have a nice, steady, even pour. We're going for about 8 ounces inside. Not too extreme. You want the water to be able to move around without too much fuss, too much trouble. You run into a vacuum situation, you simply back off the other screw, giving it a little bit more air, allowing it that transfer process of air to proceed. Our amount here, that's about good. And let that finish draining in. Recap the other side. And yes, looks like the funnel itself is empty. So I'm going to move the funnel to the other radiator, repeat the exact same process. You're going to want to do this for every radiator that you get. this is simply a way to make sure that things are clean. Because no matter how good of a manufacturing process, there's always scraps that are kind of left over in that process. And so this just makes it all nice and clean inside, so you don't have that running through those micro fins that we saw on both the GPU and the CPU. It's those micro fins that actually force the water to drive very fast over the hot spots, which actually can improve your overall cooling. I'm going to tap this one off and then shake and bake. Okay. Okay. Literally, you just shake. You're moving all of that water, all of those components. You're moving all of that water, all of the particulate around. You want good movement throughout. Get everything nice and sloshed around, touching any particular matter that's inside. Flat. Same thing. Didn't know you were going to get a workout today, did you? Hi, I'm the Grain Tech. I'm doing a workout video. This is called the Clean the Radiator move. Very popular here in Michigan. Flat. Let this sit for 1 hour. Then you're going to start flushing this using clean distilled water. The water that's going to come out of here is going to have slight caustic capability. So you want to be careful on how exactly you dispose this. You probably don't want to just pour it down your sewer drain, but then what do you actually do with it? If you have a chemical place you can take it, I would highly recommend that. Maybe store it in a bottle like this for a little while and then actually take it up to the hazardous waste material area. But hey, that is your choice. I just ask you to be responsible.